the Chaos List. Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. All right, Nzo, here we go. Take N and Z and throw in a O. Nzo's the name, and this is the show. It don't matter what the haters say, cause everybody knows at the end of the day, the Chaos List comes on Tuesday nights. Describe it in word, dynamite. He brings fire to all the masses. He rocks a hoodie, a snapback, and a pair of glasses. Chaos is the second show of the week. Questions so fire that they make you speak about issues that are universal. We talk about shit that's controversial. Sit back, chill, enjoy the show. His crew is ready. And here's Nzo. Peace. Woo! Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Chaos List. Do not miss this. I'm gonna say that one more time. Do not miss this. Peace. Is there any stuff?
Yo, what's up, people? What's going on? Welcome. Another episode of the Chaos List. We got the usual usual convicts in the house. And to the people in the chat, we got the Widow, Ashley is up in there. I Love Food is up in there. Dandelion Fuff is up in there. Thank you guys for joining us once again. And you know how we do it. We're going to go around the panel so these guys can talk about their channels. First up, Mr. Danny Graham. Tell the people what your channel, sir.
What's up? I am Danny, aka Comic Chat. My show was last night, Monday night, Chaotic Conversation. I started off the week. Last night was a good show, man. I think we had almost 30 people, 27, 30, somewhere in that range. So I was very pleased with that, man. I expect the same thing tonight from this show because Nzo usually has some hot questions. I gave him a directive. I'm seeing if he's going to follow that directive the way I asked him to very nicely. We will see. Knowing him, he probably didn't. But I'm ready for this show tonight, man. Let's have a good time.
I actually never follow any orders from anybody, to be honest with you. So, LDG, talk to the people, sir.
What is up with the black eyes?
What's going on, guys? Say what?
What's up with the black eyes?
They don't look good? You don't like them?
I'm like, let's go with the black shirt. I'm like, what the hell? I just noticed those.
Imagine, man. Exactly. What's going on, guys? LDG of Geeks Enjoy here. You can follow me on YouTube over at LDG of Geeks Enjoy. I'm the guy trying to be part of the solution and create the first true public forum. We actually have real freedom of speech. On the side note, I host the waiting room, the stream between the streams, a place to hang out while we wait for someone cooler to stream. Follow me on Twitter at Geeks Enjoy. Ready for another night here at the Chaos List. Can't wait to see the fire questions we're about to have and whether or not this directive of his is actually something interesting. I'm wondering what it could be.
I wonder too, eh? Next up, JJ, the winner.
Get ignored.
The winner of the Galactic Chat. What's up, bro?
Just another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Just taking it easy. Waiting to start getting work on my car here in the next week or two. We're going to go ahead and start gathering the parts so we can begin work. I'll be on the road sooner than I'm hoping. So, yeah, that's looking good right now. But other than that, as far as on this front, you know, you find me a little bit of everywhere and a lot of nowhere. Tomorrow night, I'm doing a movie review, 1989, Michael Keaton's Batman. 10 o'clock Eastern. Yeah, great movie. 10 o'clock Eastern tomorrow night over on my channel. Sundays, you'll find me on Chris Knight's Rumble. I about said Weekly Rumble. Sometimes. Sundays, you'll find me on his wrap-up here on Chaos List. No, on his channel. Man, there's so much stuff going on. I don't even know anymore. Dude, Mondays, 6 p.m. Eastern on Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, man. Going old school, retro discussions. Talking about stuff that back when entertainment was still great. You know, toys, movies, comics, music, books, games, you know, you name it, we talk about it. And then finally, whenever I get around to it, I do a weekly live stream called Randomness at its Finest. Random panel, random topic, you know, come by, like, share, subscribe, all the stuff, fun stuff that goes with it. Great to see everyone. Thanks for having me back.
No No problem. Glad you could be here. And last but not least is Elihu-Who. Talk to the people, sir.
I think Danny wanted to say something real fast.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't JJ guarantee he was gonna win that game y'all was in, or did I mistake that?
Damn straight. I told
You will lie down before me, Jarrell! Both you and them one day, Jarrell!
I don't know why the fuck you dudes talking right now. I almost got bad too. That's right. You dudes will stay in the phantom zone for that crap. What the hell is going on here?
Let me out.
I told everyone, including Nzo, you better do your homework.
Yeah. Let's just put it. Let's just say this. Ninja is a great show, but that's not really how you play Jeopardy. If it was done the right way, then I would have smoked you guys. But since there was everybody was able to answer.
Don't be mad that everybody was riding my coattails.
No, I think they rode mine as well. You know what I mean? But it's all good. It's all good.
I don't believe Dylan and Tim knew half the shit that we knew. It's like we answer, you answer, and everybody's following suit.
And you only beat me by like 100 points or so. Let's just.
No, I didn't. Mine was 16-3. You was 15 something.
1,000. Sorry, 1,000.
1,000.
So, yeah. But it was Jeopardy, right? It was Jeopardy. So that 1,000 could have easily got caught up if it was done right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it wasn't like a big massacre. But yes, congratulations to JJ who won. Next up, Elihu-Who. Talk to the people, sir.
I am Elihu-Who, and I'm a short English YouTuber because I can be found everywhere and nowhere at the same time. I can be found sometimes hanging around the LDGs backstage, sometimes looking in the chat at OCC, sometimes randomly I will pop in the chat or on the stream with JJ's randomness at his finest when he randomly decides to stream. But I can be exclusively found every Wednesday at 12 noon on my show, What's Up with the Universe, where I talk astronomy, astrophysics, science, that thing like magic but real. And I'm going to be cross-streaming on Sunday, on the 22nd at 9 p.m. Pacific time or midnight Eastern. I'm going to start my 24-hour live birthday stream, open panel, open chat, fun, whatever. And I'm going to be cross-streaming that on the 23rd on my actual birthday with Orville Nation's Stargate Universe review. So I'm going to be crossing streams on that day as well. So, like I said, I'm everywhere and nowhere at the same time. So thanks for having me on, Nzo. Let's have some fun.
Yes, sir. And hopefully you have a great birthday. And I definitely will pop in there for a few. Absolutely. Show my support. And you guys know how the show is. We have 3 topics and then we talk about them. But of course, I always have to start the show off with the honorable mentions.
Come on, say it.
First honorable mention comes from Mr. Danny Graham. And he says, do you think that Nzo should stop including Comic Chat in his honorable mention section of his show for the next 30 days? It's not fair that the other members of the panel don't get the same honor. First off, hold on.
Wait, I want to say something. Real fast. So
Go ahead.
Large person in this thing. Why would he actually ask himself to not include being an honorable mention when you in an honorable mention to not be included in an honorable mention? That makes no sense. So he's asking to be included in an honorable mention.
No, that was him. That was all Mr. Almighty over there.
No, that was Danny's question. Danny brought that to me.
Yeah, Danny's question is, why am I always in honorable mentions? Don't mention honorable mentions, but use it as an honorable mention and mention me as an honorable mention.
Because I'm putting it out there in the universe that you talk about. Put out
and I will
that you talk about and hope that he will not do it.
And I will say this. The honorable mentions were started for you. They were started for you. You right over here. That's the reason why I started them motherfuckers. And this is the reason why I will continue these motherfuckers.
No.
And absolutely not. You are not exempt for 30 days, 2 days, 1 day, ever. Sorry.
Please.
I mean, everybody's gotten it. It's just you happen to catch the most.
I get it every time.
There were a few times I skipped you.
Yeah,
But
yes, he has.
I-
Hey, I've only had one, so hey.
oh, don't
What?
worry, you're gonna get some.
Really? You only had the one? I think that's the one I wrote for you too. That was the
No,
Elihu.
Yeah, Eli had that one,
Shit.
and then I
Should've
did
kept
one
your
on
mouth
Eli
shut.
too.
Oh, that's all right.
should have
no,
kept
I-
your mouth shut.
No, I ain't forget about Eli. Don't worry. Don't think that I forget about Eli. I just hard to find something for Eli, but I always
Well,
think
be
about
ready.
him.
Be ready,
Yes.
Elihu. Your stream, your 24-hour stream. That's this Saturday.
Okay.
Oh, I plan on getting
Sunday.
very drunk on the Monday.
Yes.
Also, I
Danny.
need you to do something for us. Okay. You didn't finish a certain project, and I kind of feel like I'm on some poom and not get with it, and I can't come yet. So you need to go ahead and finish that, so I can go ahead and come and then go ahead.
What the hell?
Can we get to the first topic, please? Can we just get to the first topic?
Can you please throw him in the
You
star?
know what?
I don't know where we're going with that.
You know what the hell I'm talking about?
I do.
Danny, when you come, I gotta go. So you just give me a good warning.
All I'm using as an example, bro. He wrote 15
Yeah.
episodes to a story and didn't finish the 16th. I want to see what I did. Okay, that's what I want to see. Okay, that's what I want to see.
Well, I did tell Chris to write it. He never wrote it.
No.
I did though. I did though. You
No,
seen the chat?
no.
I was
I saw
so
that.
busy.
But no, I don't want Chris. Right. No.
Anzo, it's your story.
Anzo.
Yes, I
Yep.
get it. No
We
problem.
gonna request.
You want me to finish it?
Yes.
I will finish it. But like I said, I
And
was
just
so
hey,
busy.
and just release it on Chaos Central. Make the intro, put the story out there.
Yep.
Put the final one out there and just upload it.
Release it so he
Now,
can
I need to
come.
be fired now. I need
He
to
needs
be
a
fired.
release, man.
I need to do something that a Jedi
I
ain't never
do-
done before.
No, I do know something. Someone's going to die, but I don't know who. But that's about all I know about it.
Nothing
That
you
is
need.
correct. Somebody is going to die. So we do have another honorable mention, of course, and it was really hard for me to come up with some today, but I figured I would do this one because we are continuing this motherfucking shit on Thursday. So do you think LDG and Philosophical Pickle, sorry he's not here, but he's on the team, are going to get wrecked in the WandaVision showdown?
Fuck
Yeah.
Who they
no.
going against?
Fuck no. You kidding me?
Yello and Ash.
You nuts.
Yes.
Hey,
We're not
all I
own
can
that
say,
shit.
boy, yellow as hell. So I don't know.
And hopefully we don't have an excuse about power going out. You know what I mean? I think he was yellow. I think he got scared. He heard all the shit that was about to be popped off and was like, oh no, I gotta go. Click.
Bitch, you're gonna make me put the glad eyes on, aren't you? Bitch, my fucking shit went out. All right? Besides,
LDG.
yeah, Pickle didn't even need me. He held his own just fine, brother. Homeboy's got it locked. You don't need me because I will level the playing field, bro. I am the collateral damage, bro. I would have made them quit YouTube for God's sakes, okay?
God.
That's how
LDG.
bad I would have been. Fuck shit.
I'm going to say a Florida reference for you, okay? You're going to go down faster than caddy fetching water at a golf course.
No, you can't say no fucking Florida shit. You fucking in California. What's wrong with you?
I was trying to simplify the explanation for him, man.
It is
What,
going
he
to be
ain't
fun.
stupid?
Damn, I'm getting kind of hungry.
LDG is gonna get right. Wait, what got you hungry, Danny? Who talking
The
about food?
catfish.
Oh, catfish is nasty. That does not make me hungry at all. Yuck. I don't want no catfish.
Oh,
None
that's
of that
salmon,
shit,
yuck.
bro.
Oh. A good Maui Maui, that's a
Catfish-
sweet fish, man.
Hey, catfish stew. Anzo, that shit is delicious.
Who? What? Catfish, and what?
stew.
Oh, nasty.
Catfish stew.
That don't even
Too bitter.
sound good.
It's
too bitter,
delicious. It's delicious.
Mm-mm.
No,
Got
traps,
Traps over here.
Poe's agreeing with you though. Poe's saying catfish. Hell yeah. I'm like, nah, man.
Nah,
you know
regular
me.
trout
Man,
stew.
catfish
Ain't no
stew is
seafood.
shit.
Yeah, ain't no seafood and nothing in for me, so I feel you. I did have an
If you ever
honorable
come to
mention
South
number.
Carolina,
What, you gonna try and
I'm
get
gonna
me
give you a bowl of
catfish?
shrimp. I'm gonna give you a bowl of shrimp and grits. You'd be like, damn, this shit's
Absolutely
delicious.
not.
Give him a side. Give him a good country side of hush puppies with it. He'll love it.
The fuck is a hush puppy?
Hush puppies. God, it's the
It-
best. Man, it's like sweet cornbread and like little balls. God, it's delicious.
Deep fried.
Oh,
Deep fried.
that might be good.
Deep fried.
I might eat that.
Damn, now
I
I
would
got the
definitely
munchies.
eat that, but I don't know about the catfish part. No, I did have a
Catfish
third
and
honorable.
spaghetti. I know that ain't nasty. I know that nasty. I don't know what
That,
smoke
that
with
sounds
shit.
nasty.
Yeah, that's one of Poe's favorite dishes.
Okay, now I'm not getting hungry.
Catfish and spaghetti?
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
that
please.
sound pretty nasty.
It's very nasty.
That's worse
Now
than
that
peanut
was-
butter and mayonnaise.
Now that I was saying, I did have a honorable mention, another one, but Chris Knight ain't here, so I'm gonna save it for him for next week.
Okay.
He will be back next week. He had a few issues. It's all good. Hopefully, get it straightened out, Chris. So we'll get into the first topic, guys. And first topic is Spider-Man crossover. Now I found this today on movie website. I said this sounds like a good thing we could do. So the bigwigs at Sony have been saying for a little while that there is a plan to connect the Marvel Cinematic Universe to their own Marvel Universe. And the new piece of information shared by British cinema chain View seems to suggest that those connections may be continuing to appear a little earlier than expected. The chain have listed their synopsis for Sony's Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and it included an interesting piece of casting information that has so far been kept quiet, listing Spider-Man actor J.K. Simmons as one of the ensembles. Now, do you think that Sony and the MCU have plans to cross over the universes, and do you want them to do this, or would you prefer for them to keep it separate? Whoever wants to start it off can start it off.
Venom 2 is
I
supposed
think
to
if
go
they
to
do
New
like
York.
They're talking about mixing Venom with Spider-Man. Is that basically what I got from that Bible long script of a topic?
Well, Venom is supposed to take place. Venom 2 is supposed to take place in San Francisco and New York, and J.K. Simmons' Daily Beagle is based in New York. And I think that what they're talking about is a unnamed Spider-Man cameo. Because J.K. Simmons, he's going to be in
Venom.
Venom 2, he's going to be in Venom 2. But I think the unnamed person we're talking about is a Spider-Man actor out of costume, like a cameo walk by, maybe a one.
Well, it may be Tom, or it may be
Andrew,
no, or McGuire, Toby.
Oh yeah, it could be Toby.
Yeah,
because
that's where we first saw Simmons at, was in Toby's Spider-Man as Jameson.
That's right. The Bugle logo is Toby's Spider-Man world. That's right.
Right. So, and if you guys remember, right, in the first Venom, was it first Venom? Yeah, first Venom.
Yeah, there's another Venom.
No shit, but there's one coming out. But I'm just trying to remember. It was Venom where the Vulture showed up in the end credit scene, right?
Was it Keaton?
Yeah.
Well, that would be Tom Holland's universe then.
See, that's the thing. So maybe I don't know. It seems like they're trying to connect the universes together.
Doubt it.
Not sure. Okay.
I doubt it because they already had the Black Spider-Man explained, right? They already explained it. How can they make the connection?
Well, they didn't do it. They don't have it. Yeah, they don't have it explained in the MCU though. But then again, I remember them saying that all Spider-Man movies are part of the MCU as well. So
yeah, they're all connected. They're all ever since the comic books, all the Spider-Man universes have been connected. So they're going to have to eventually connect them all. I mean, start with Madam Web.
What do you mean Spider-Man isn't in the MCU?
The Spider-Man movies. But now they are. So that's irrelevant. Now they are. The Spider-Man movies are canon to the MCU now. Like the Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man, and the Amazing Spider-Man 2 are now all part of the MCU. So
they're the multiverse.
Yeah, those movies are canon.
So basically, the old Marvel shows that got canceled, Daredevil, Defenders, Jessica Jones, those are part of the. Those are all canon now, part of the multiverse.
I doubt it. No, I don't think so. I don't think they went that far.
Hey, it's all canon.
Well, with the multiverse,
they specifically said no to that.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was mirrored. It was supposed to be part of the same universe.
Yo.
Until it branched off.
Yo, as far as the multiverse goes, which we will be introduced to, it doesn't matter if it's Joe Blow sitting on a street corner. It's all canon now. Because anything can happen in any of these universes. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Right. So that's my question. Right? So do you guys want to see them cross over, like the universes, or do you want Sony to keep their universe separate and MCU their universe separate?
If I watch Venom 2, go ahead, Danny, please.
I say it depends on how they do it. If they introduce Madam Web to be the bridge to connect them, I'm all
you
for
and Madam Web, dude.
Kind of cheesy.
That's the hots for Madam Web, bro.
Hey, come on,
every
classic.
week it comes out of your mouth. Madam Web.
She was the keystone for the multiverse in the comics. Come on.
I don't blame you. Don't get me wrong. I'd like to see Madam Web too. I just out of nowhere.
You always say about Endgame that it's not comic book accurate, but comic book accurate is Madam Web. She connect Peter Parker to the multiverse.
I would love to see Madam Web. Totally would love. She even in the animated series loved her. Totally.
All they're gonna do is show a closing scene with the spider web and the woman's hand doing this, and boom, movie's over. It's like
the problem
Madam Web.
is they're gonna fuck it up.
If they could do that chair, if they could do that chair with the special effects, that would be hot. That's what I'm saying.
So LDG, you said they're gonna fuck it up. Why do you think that?
But because now they got the whole multiverse isn't about Madam Web or anything like that. Now that it's all Kang. What are they going to do? How are they going to explain it? Because remember, up until now, there was no multiverse. The multiverse has been suppressed for how long? Eons. So what's going to happen? Like, what has everybody been doing up until now? Because the TVA has had the multiverse on lock up until now. What?
If you read the comics and the cartoons, Madam Web just was able to open the doors for Spider-Man to travel through. She didn't control anything. She was basically opened the doorway for him. So she still can't be essential.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There were no doorways up until now.
But I'm saying now that they're going to need that. They're going to need that to keep Kang in check. I think what Eli was trying to say.
Yeah, there always was doorways.
Isn't the Beyonder more powerful than Kang? So if they introduced Beyonder and Madam Web working together, couldn't that fix the Kang problem? Because right now, like Kang,
if all these people were more powerful. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you. If all these people were more powerful, and this is my problem with the MCU, right? That's why I have shit with Endgame. You know, you got a glove that makes you a god, and you're fighting the goddamn Avengers. You know what I mean? If Kane is not so powerful, then why did he control the entire multiverse? How come none of these people, like the Beyonder, didn't challenge his ass? You know what I mean? Why did the MCU
did not interfere? They had to interfere.
Is the next Thanos.
Well,
they're even saying in articles that he's the next Thanos level character.
But LDG,
I don't think he's going to be the next Thanos.
This is not the books, man. This is the cinematic universe. You know, they're going to write whatever stories they see fit.
Yeah, no, I know exactly. This is the comic books put into a meat blender and just shit the fuck out. You're absolutely right.
They could just.
That's my problem with the MCU in the first place. Is the fact that they're going away from the comics, established source material that has, held the test of time. Shit that you have a lot of people, but just because they want to be different, let's just take everything that we thought we knew, throw it in a blender, and hit it. Let's see what sticks on the wall, and we'll just make up shit. We already have these things. We already have these stories in comics. They've already held the test of time. They've already been approved upon and fixed, and all this stuff that we've done. Let's just throw all that away and make some new stories that make absolutely no fucking sense. Starting with Endgame. Oh, and then WandaVision. Oh, then we'll really fuck people up and show them Loki.
If you look at the end of Loki, there was not one string there was multiple strings throughout the whole entire show and episode. Every time they started the timeline.
So
Not really. I think there was one string.
No,
and
it was,
only
there was multiple strings in that line.
It was multiple strings.
multiple strings in the line.
Yes.
Yes. That is
in the
correct.
line.
means-
So,
which means
but they
there's
all had to
multiverse there.
follow. They all had to follow the same shit. If a string got out of, that's where a variant came up. If a string got out of line and didn't follow, you know what I mean? You can have all these
The
different
flow.
alternate realities
Didn't follow
as
the
long
flow,
as they
yeah.
follow the main template of how time is supposed to go. Then they weren't pruned. The second that, like I said, once female Loki, she wanted to be a good Loki, then that was a good Loki. You can't have a good Loki, so that timeline got pruned. You know what I mean?
Actually,
So all the
you
timelines had to follow.
No, because they have to all follow, which means they have to follow the exact same path, which means there could be no variation, which means there can only be one line, not multiples. They only broke out the variants when there's going to produce a variant of another Kang version. That's when they interfered. Otherwise, it just lets everything go because it's flowing perfectly. There's no Kangs.
Okay, you and I have just a difference of opinion in that because they specifically said that things had to happen a certain way, whether
Well,
it's
Kang
a king
said-
or no king.
Kang said he had like control over everything that was happening, right?
Yeah, he controlled everything.
Yeah,
But-
control up to a certain point. Then that point
Up
we
until
get.
right.
You know, I think they done fucked up though because I would be more happier if it was just one timeline, like literally one version of a timeline. But because they made it look like, okay, you got female Loki, you had alligator Loki, you had Infinity Gauntlet Loki, right? They weren't pruned when they were born. They were pruned when they strayed. Remember what the other guy said? I got pruned once I got the Infinity Gauntlet. The other Loki got pruned after he forgave Thor, became a good guy. You know, everyone got pruned at different times. That suggests that the timeline, and they even showed it in the opening video, is made up of different, more than one timeline. Well, if there's more than one timeline, that means there's got to already be more than one Kane. So how do they explain that? How is there only one Kane? Even if they're
I
not
never
branching
thought
out,
of
even if they're all
Infinity
following the
Gauntlet.
same path.
I never
Go ahead,
thought of
Danny,
Infinity
what you
Gauntlet Thor. I mean, Loki.
But
One of them, I think one of them did say that they did get the Infinity Gauntlet.
yeah, it was the one that backstabbed him. He got the gauntlet.
Right.
That
I
was
never
his
saw that.
crux event. Remember, he goes, "What's your crux event?" I go, "I killed Thor." That was his crux event. That's when they came for him. What was your crux event? I got the Infinity Gauntlet. The other guy was like, "Oh, I banished myself for 1 billion years, but then I came back and apologized to Thor, made up with Thor, and boop, they came and got me."
Yeah.
So
I think
either
I
they
have to
become
go
too
back and watch
powerful-
that episode. I have to go back and watch that episode because I think there's a little bit more to it than that. You know what I mean?
Go ahead, watch it.
Yeah, I think
I've
there's
already
a
seen it
little
like
bit
3
more to it
times.
than-
If you hated it, why would you see it 3 times?
Really? You're gonna ask me that?
It is a good question.
Good question.
It's
Why would I
good
watch
question.
it 3 times?
If you hate it so
Well,
much,
A, I'm on a
yeah.
round table, so I got to make sure I know what the hell I'm dissing. Okay. B, I WandaVision most shit by default. Okay. All right. And I am AD, triple HD, and autistic. So, of course, I'm going to watch it at least more than once. And it was the last episode.
Right. So you decided to watch it again so you could WandaVision it, right? Is that what you did?
I just want to make sure when I come onto a round table, I'm speaking what I need to be speaking and not talking out of my ass like some people.
Got you. So when's the last time you watched
Not mentioning no names. I'm not inferring anybody there.
it? When's the last time you watched it?
Oh, it was when it aired, the week it aired. I watched it at least like 3 times.
Okay, so you haven't watched it like recently.
No, but that was one point that I knew because trust me. What did I tell you? And we're going off topic. Maybe what was I talking about during the roundtables for Loki? What was I saying? Right, I was talking about focusing on what the fuck the timeline meant, right? And who was the one who said, "Oh, remember when she set off the bomb and all those things spread out the end of the episode 3 or whatever it was?" What did I say? Dude, that shit's gonna be nothing. They're gonna have that closed up by next episode. You're not even gonna know the difference. What happened? We didn't hear a goddamn thing about it. They had that shit closed up and didn't mean jack shit. Right? At the end, I was like, well, what are they going to do? How is the TVA going to be more than one TVA? Is a TVA going to be multiple TVAs or a single TVA that only got its time rewritten now that there's no King?
That's right. Twice a
I
day.
mean, I focused on
Tell
this
him,
shit.
Danny.
We are
Tell him,
way off topic.
Tell him, Danny.
What? I'm sorry? Can you please repeat that, sir?
I said a broken clock is right twice a day, bro.
Yeah, not unless you're on a jet plane traveling around the earth, then it's right 12 times a day.
Anyways.
Break the rules.
JJ, did you say anything on the topic?
Yeah, man. Yeah. If I watch Venom, seriously, because I still haven't seen the first one yet, but if I watch the second one, I'd be okay. Danny, come on. There's a lot of stuff out there I ain't seen. I got to get around to it. Don't hurt nobody. Okay? Don't hurt nobody. But I'm saying, if they bring Simmons into it, I ain't got no problems with it. Because in all actuality, as far as J. Jonah Jameson goes, he's my favorite one out of all of them. Because he plays the part very well, and he actually looks the part, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I ain't got no problems with it.
Agreed.
I agree with you on that. Eli?
Oh, I've said my little piece already.
Yeah. All right. So me personally, I don't mind if they do it. I would prefer the universes separate because, you know, if they connect it and they do it in a way where they have the same Marvel formula over and over again, that's going to get really annoying. But if they do it right, I have no issues with it. I kind of liked seeing Michael Keaton pop up in the first Venom. So I think it'll be interesting to see him pop up in this Venom. So it'll be interesting to see, definitely. Just like
Are you gonna be pissed off if it's just an offshoot?
I'll be right back.
Yeah,
I bet you that's what's going to happen. It's just going to be an offshoot. It's not going to be any kind of tie. It's just going to be an actor that you know, just like Ralph Boner. All right, you're going to get a Ralph Boner in Venom. That's it.
You know what? To be honest with you, I don't think so because we didn't get that in the first Venom, right? We literally got Michael Keaton, and he's in jail from being in jail after Spider-Man. Spider-Man
kicked his ass. Yeah.
Far from the first one.
Yeah, Far From Home.
Far From Home was the first one. Okay, yeah. So I don't know, man.
No, Homecoming. It was Homecoming.
There you go. Yeah, thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah, Homecoming. It's all good. So that's what I'm saying. So since they connected that, maybe they're starting to. This is the way they're going to connect the multiverse. The multiverse is coming. So Multiverse of Madness is Spider-Man 3 is supposed to have the 3 different Spider-Man. So maybe this shit is showing that the universes are connecting in some sort of way. It's going to be interesting if it's done right.
Well, to bring note of that, the Spider-Man new trailer for No Way Home is going to be released at the comic convention, movie convention thing in Vegas this weekend.
Comic-Con.
Yeah, the thing that was going in Vegas, exactly what it was called. Mm-hmm. And there is a no electronic device policy allowed in the theater. Of course, you know someone's going to pirate that, but they said you can go free will on word verbal descriptions and writing it down, but you cannot actually show video of it or take images of the trailer.
So
it's not going to be available to the public.
Give us the trailer. Like, what are they waiting for?
They are planning on releasing the trailer at the beginning of Shang-Chi.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that makes sense. Probably.
You know, I miss the days too, and they don't do that anymore. Remember? Well, I know a lot of it's screwed up, but I miss when the only time you saw a trailer for the first time
in the theater.
Was at a theater, and then you got it on TV. And you know, at the theater, you got the. Because I remember seeing I think it was the Batman trailer. I don't remember what movie it was at, but that shit just got you pumped. The original '89 Batman. Watching that theatrical trailer, and then when you went to it was funny too because not a lot of and I don't know if this was worldwide, but at my theater when I went to see '89 Batman, there were no trailers for that movie. That shocked the hell out of us. It went right to the movie. There were no trailers for that movie. Like you knew you were about to see something badass. Like no trailers, what? Right to the intro.
Well, trailers did used to come at the end of the movie. That's why they're called trailers.
No, I never got trailers at the end of the movies.
No, that's why they're called trailers. They used to come at the end of the movie. That's why they're called trailers.
I ain't never seen no trailers come after a movie.
No, they stopped the practice in the 40s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wouldn't even
because
thought of it.
No
Ain't
one
none of it
stayed
was
for-
thought
no one
of yet.
stayed for- That's interesting. I never thought of that.
Hey,
Trailers,
Nzo.
trailing, trail.
Yeah, Danny.
They used
Yeah.
to come at the end of the movies.
Do you want to have an unboxing of my new T-shirt on your show?
Yeah, sure.
Ooh, full screen him?
Yep.
What'd you buy, Danny?
Well, we'll find out. Surprise! That's
Thank
why it's
you
an
a lot.
unboxing.
We got a Danny exclusive today, guys.
Yeah, why unbox? Why tell us in the box at the same time? Come on, surprise us. Drum roll, LDG.
You
Oh,
know?
I'm not that quick, dude.
Oh,
Nah.
shit.
Hey,
Nah.
oh, Miss Minutes. Miss Manners. Miss
Oh, my
Manners. Oh
God.
shit, Miss Minutes.
Hey, y'all.
Very nice. Where'd you get that, Danny?
Amazon.
You bought it off Amazon?
Oh, I think I got
LDG's,
off. I think I got off of
Blood.
Rock Stars.
LDG's
Yeah.
blood sugar level just... Oh, you got another one? Hold on.
Yep, we got two.
Danny's a walking advertisement for pop culture right now.
Right, that one.
That looks
good.
tight.
Oh,
That looks
hell
nice.
yeah.
Nice
That
size,
looks
too.
tight.
Yo, man, don't wash those, dude.
I don't. I wear them every show
Don't
and
even
take them
wear
off.
them.
Yeah,
You
man.
better
Show.
put a shirt on under.
Go-
Put a shirt
go
on
back in the
underneath. Yeah, exactly.
All
You know
right,
what you do,
T-shirt
Danny?
companies that see me every day, I'm wearing y'all shirts. So you need to send me some free T-shirts.
You know what you do, Danny? Just send those motherfuckers to the dry cleaner. You're good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep them nice and fresh.
You want some free shirts? You should
Yeah,
show
I
them
know.
off on the
And-
video.
and-
then
Yeah, but
tag
they
them
won't.
in
They won't
Twitter.
fade. Yeah, they won't fade.
Yeah, they
I
won't
don't wash
fade.
this. I don't wash it. I wear it for the show. I put it back in the closet.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's
quick, let me
good.
get some Hershey candy bar here so I can eat on camera.
I like that. I like those shirts. They're
That's a nice shirt, though, Danny. That's hot, man.
Thank you.
And that's
I like
good because
that.
you wear a different one like every stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How many do
Already
you
got
own
one.
now?
I got my Shang-Chi last week. I'm going to wear that when it comes out next week, the week after.
Nice. So you're going first day, Danny?
Hmm? Yeah,
You're going first day for Shang-Chi? Yeah, me too.
I am going. Yep.
Yeah, me too. So we got topic number 2, guys, and topic number 2 is Star Wars Visions. Has everybody seen the trailer?
Yes, I have.
JJ, you seen the trailer?
Yep.
Okay, good. So LDG, you seen the trailer?
It's Star Wars.
It's 2 minutes and 12 seconds long,
So-
or 30 seconds long.
So
Watch it, man. Watch it.
that-
Well, seeing how LDG is not a big Star Wars fans like we are. He may have seen it. He may not. You know, either way.
I have seen it. I have seen a little bit of it. Yes.
Okay, so as long as you've seen it, then they're good.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I'd have
I've
to
seen
Phantom Zone your ass for this one then. But Star Wars just dropped the new
Do it
trailer
anyway.
for Star Wars Visions. Did you see the trailer? And are you excited for the series? Who wants to
yeah.
go?
I think
I'm
Danny wants to go
excited.
first.
Go ahead,
I'm just
Danny.
saying I'm excited, man. This thing look hot. I like the manga look to it. I like the
What's
samurai look. I'm hoping that this will be such a success that they will do something with Dragon Ball Z. So, man, this looks good. I know Star Wars is trying to get back in the good graces of its fans. I think this is a step in the right direction because you're going to bring in a new audience as well. So I'm all for it, man. I hope that it's good. I just hope it's not another disappointment.
All righty. JJ, Star Wars fan number 2, the one who won the Galactic Chat. Let me hear your thoughts.
I was okay with it. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm excited because I've gotten to the point now with today's entertainment that I don't get excited about it. You know, after I watch it, it'll be all right. One thing I didn't care for is the subtitles. All right, I don't read that quick, and I'm like, what? I had to watch it in slow motion again just to be able to read what the subtitle said. But it looked great. Don't get me wrong, it looked great, but you just have to wait and see what the stories are like.
All righty.
You know?
Yeah, go ahead, finish up.
No. That, you know, it's just that's the way you nowadays. You know, with all this entertainment messing up, so to speak, not being right, being rushed out or whatever. You can't really get excited until you see it. You know, after you see it, then you can either say, "Okay, that was okay," or "Oh hell, that was awesome as shit," or "Man, that was trash." You know, you can't really go by it until you see it. You know, from the trailer, looks great. But we just have to wait and see when you see what's actually entailed with it.
Understandable. Eli, what do you think? Star Wars fan, what do you think? You are muted though. Great. You know what?
Sorry,
what?
I thought I did not do that by accident. Sorry.
Hold on. You know what? JJ hasn't muted himself in a minute.
Holy
just because
shit.
you did it, I just thought about that. We haven't had a fucking JJ mute in a long time.
Oh shit, that's right.
So Eli,
I got tired of being ragged about that shit.
We needed that, Eli. We needed that. Go ahead.
Okay, well, at the end of the day, it's going to happen. So hey,
boom. End of the day. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but I'm not that big of an anime fan. And when I saw this, I'm like, okay, you got little aspects of some Sailor Moon there. You got some Dragon Ball Z aspects. You have some regular Iron Man, Marvel aspects there. The way they're proposing it, it's not just one focal Star Wars story. It's different Star Wars settings. Like you got this character's perspective of what happens in this area, this character's perspective of what happens in this area, and they're not supposed to connect. I'm like, that this is a Star Wars story I can get behind. Stop connecting it. You got a whole galaxy to talk about. It's about fucking time. I mean, I'm just looking. I'm actually looking forward to this.
Don't blow a gasket, bro.
I hear what you're saying, Elihu, but you want to go to a Star Wars movie and the movie be 3 or 4 different stories that don't connect?
No. The way they marketed the movies is they were connecting. This right here is Star Wars stories.
I understand
so
that.
which means they're not supposed to be connected. It's like, okay, finally, because everybody's complaining in the past, even JJ here, about why do we have to hear the same thing about Skywalker this, Skywalker that.
Yeah, we need
to talk about. Yeah,
we need new stories that are in the Star Wars universe, but don't have to connect to anything.
Yeah, Visions. This is what it's supposed to do.
So
it's like Knights of the Old Republic when they introduced that to us. Ain't nobody was related to nobody in this game. All right, give us a bunch of new characters, a bunch of new storyline. That's what we need. Something that we haven't seen yet. Not the continuation of we've got 9 movies and 2 one-offs. Why are we still trying to connect all this shit? There's a larger universe out there.
Thanks, Terrence. Much appreciated. So my question is this, or I think this is what Danny's question is. You would rather see one-offs than to see like even the movies connected? You don't want to see trilogies no more, basically?
No. What I'm saying is, if Disney were to give us another Star Wars trilogy, let's talk about the Antilles or the
Old Republic.
The Old Republic. Yeah, let's go back. If you want to connect it, you can still use the same family names. Not necessarily saying Skywalker, but go back and start telling stories. Like I mentioned in a stream not too long ago. I want to see some shit like the beginning of the Jedi, the beginning of the Sith. Let's go back a millennia or two. Let's see where all this shit started. Let's get us all cut up to speed. Of what this shit is about instead of everybody guessing and theorizing. And let's see what they give us. But all new characters, all new villains, all new good guys, and let's start telling a story. They could start in the beginning and work their way forward and have shit past our own lifetimes, But no, they keep wanting to give us more and more and more to add to what we already know, and this is where the arguments are beginning.
They did try that with Battlestar Galactica called Caprica, which was a big failure.
Yeah, but that was a TV show. I'm talking about in cinematic form. Just give us something Star Wars now, but give us something different.
Yeah.
It's like telling a complete story, but staying in our own solar system. You ain't going nowhere.
Understandable. Go ahead, LG. You haven't said much.
Why are they doing this? I mean, from what I'm reading so far, this starts. I mean, they're all doing it. They're all doing the same thing with What If, with Star Trek Prodigy, now Star Wars Visions. Right? They're creating the series. Correct me if I'm wrong. To test the waters, to give us a culturally different Star Wars, to give us almost like a What If. to try to spark something. And as cool as it sounds, and I like how the fact they're going with anime, because I love anime. Okay, they're all doing something different, right? What are they gonna what are we gonna end up getting? Are we gonna get something like, are they really gonna put some love and affection in this, or is this gonna be some woke version of Star Wars in anime form? Just to shut up the JWs. And not only that, but reduce the viewing capacity, because whether it's Prodigy, whether it's What If, they're making these series for kids. They're not going to be for
No.
children.
LDG, stop that shit, bro. Come on.
No.
That's exactly what they're doing. I'm afraid that's where they're going to go with this. Now, I saw the preview, and I'll tell you right now, even for anime, it doesn't strike me anime-ish. It kind of does, but it doesn't strike me as like, Akira and shit like that.
These are well-known animators, dude. These are well-known animators.
It doesn't matter how well. No. Hold on. It doesn't matter about the animators, because they're there to show you the story. What matters is the writers. Okay, how they portrayed the story.
Exactly.
You can't blame nothing from animators, from CGI artists or model makers, or going all the way back when to practical effects. They're only working on what they're given. You can't blame them. You got to look at the writers, because they're the one putting that story out there. And if the story doesn't fit the narrative, okay, there's people that's going to have problems with it. All right?
I'm going to say this. I'm not a fan of anime. So when I seen the trailer, I was like, not interested.
I got one anime for you. I think I showed it to you. It's called TIE Fighter.
Oh yeah, that's sick. That was sick. I like that. I did like that. But
if they gave us something that looked like that, I would be all on that shit. Really?
Yeah, I think too. Right? Because they did the Wolverine one? They did Wolverine in anime. Did not like that. Did not like it at all.
I like the Iron Man anime one better.
Did not like the Iron Man one either.
It was better than the Wolverine one.
So for me, I guess I'll check it out, and I'll give it a chance. But at the end of the day, I'm not excited for it, and I'm just like, meh. The only thing that I do like is that each episode is like a one-off episode, right? So you get 9 different stories. That could be interesting, but I've never been a huge fan of anime style.
Aren't they short episodes and they're dumping it all at once?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Short stories. They're short stories. What, 9 different short stories that they're gonna do? That's cultural differently. Star Wars, basically.
I heard it's rumor. I heard they were gonna go ahead and just dump them all
at one time.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be
because
nice.
if they're short, if they're that short, kind of like the Tarkovsky Clone Wars. They were 3-minute episodes. If they dumped it all at once, okay, you can deal with that. And I think that's what they're doing with this.
So when we say
Terrence.
short, what up, Terrence? So when we say short, like how short? 30-minute episodes, or you guys think?
No, short episodes, like 3 to 10 minutes, maybe.
12 minutes. 12 minute episodes. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh. I guess I'll be able to watch it if they're like little short 12-minute episodes, but I don't know. Doesn't appeal to me really.
I don't want them that short.
Yeah, make them like 30 minutes, right, Danny?
Yeah, 20, 30 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of action can happen.
I'll watch it if it's 12 minutes. I'll be like, that's too short.
Yeah, I agree.
You got to remember, a lot more action can happen in 60 seconds of the cartoon than 60 seconds of live action.
No, I get it. It's not about the action, but like 12 minutes, you're just gonna get like action scenes. It's gonna be like the Clone Wars that came out where they were like 3-minute episodes.
Yep.
It's just gonna be like that. I guess I'll be able to deal with that and see how it goes. But yeah, I was with JJ too. When I seen the subtitle, I was like, really? So I gotta read now? You know what I mean? Like I gotta read
Yeah.
this stuff. Shit. You know?
Welcome to anime, bro.
That's why I don't watch anime.
The subs were always better than the dubs, man. I gotta read, man. Oh,
No.
I don't like trigonometry. I don't like English. Oh,
A lot
the dubs and the subs does not translate all the English words properly.
No, listen.
Words.
With all the indie comics that I've bought in the past couple of years, I don't buy these books to read. I'm not a reader. You guys know this. I buy it for the art.
Then you should have a problem then.
But here we go, Anzo. This is what you do when they release them. Look through them, see which one looks the coolest. Look at the art, then watch it, and then make your assumption on it. You know, not saying you got to watch it all the like, the bobbleheads with the big eyes and all that. You know, just the cool art.
And just ideas. Don't give them ideas, man. Don't give LDG ideas.
Eyes.
I'm gonna watch it all. I'm gonna watch it all. I'm gonna watch them. I'm gonna see. You know what I mean? Especially if they're like 12-minute episodes, then yeah, even if I don't like it, I can still be able to just breeze through all 9 of them, right? So that's not an issue for me.
What you gonna do? Complain about for what?
I want to apologize for Anzo to all the Final Fantasy players he just insulted. Final Fantasy.
How did I insult?
What are you saying? I don't like to read. Any Final Fantasy player, that's exactly what you're doing. It's like a lot of reading while you're playing a badass, animated game.
That's Final Fantasy.
And you're like, I don't like to read. I'm like, you just pissed off a whole lot of freaking players, man.
I've never played one Final Fantasy game.
Oh, 7.
Did you miss it?
Sorry, I apologize. Please do not hold that against Anzo.
Okay, 14, come on.
Hey, if it's bad compact, go look for on the PS on your PlayStation, because they redid Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it looks beautiful, but the original game is epic, dude. That was my first Final Fantasy game, and it was epic. It took me 40 hours to finish it.
40.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
To some people today, that ain't nothing.
Yeah, I know.
That's nothing.
I know. Yeah, I know.
That ain't nothing.
8 hours a day.
Good Lord. There's people out there with hundreds of hours on Skyrim. Hundreds of hours.
Yeah. Some games you could. But yeah, I
want minimum 80 hours minimum.
Depends on the game for me, right? Like some of these games that I play, you finish them way too quick, you know. But then again, some of them also get way too repetitive too, and that's the thing that's an issue. So
yeah, I'm like 80 hours a month.
Now, Final Fantasy is definitely repetitive because you're constantly fighting people, beings, bosses. Is always something. You know, it gets kind of repetitive after a while. I guess that's why I'm not a big fan of RPGs. But, dude.
Yeah, maybe I'll test it out. What up, Terrence? Have you seen the Visions trailer? What'd you think of it?
Oh yeah, I saw it earlier. I can't say that I'm an anime fan, even though I've seen a lot of anime. I do have friends that are anime fans, and the reason why I say
wait, hold on. You like Dragon Ball Z?
I do.
Then you're an anime fan, no?
Well, here's the thing.
I'm Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so for me, like I've seen a fair number of anime, but it's particular ones. As to where like my friends who are anime fans, they like anime in general and they seek it out. So me, it just whichever one I kind of will come across, or if I'm introduced to it and it has a certain story and series of characters, I can latch on to it. So that's what I mean. Like I don't seek it out in that way. And Dragon Ball Z is by far my favorite anime, even amongst all the other ones that I've seen. Like no other ones for me even comes close to that in terms of enjoyment and characters.
Gotcha.
So with that, there is an appreciation for anime. So when I saw the trailer for Star Wars Visions, I was like, oh, it looks cool. Unfortunately, though, by the time I finished the trailer, I wasn't excited for it. It just was more of the from a creative standpoint, it looks really cool, but I have no excitement for it. So unless my friends put it on when I'm at their house, I'm not gonna watch it.
All right.
Are you not gonna watch it?
No. Like not on my own, just because when I saw the trailer, there was no excitement. So like it would have to be that I'm with friends and then they put it on and then I wouldn't mind, but it's just on my own with all the different shows that I'm watching and shows, it takes a lot of time to watch a show. Now I get that these are shorter, but even still, like if I'm not with someone that puts it on, I'm just not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna seek it out on my own.
Got you. What up, King David? Star Wars Visions. It's a new animated series that's dropping from Disney. Should be when did this start? Sometime in September, right?
September 22nd.
Yeah, September 22nd. So,
oh, great! I get it a week before my birthday. That's wonderful.
Oh, that's good. So you could binge watch them before your birthday and then celebrate your birthday, man.
Damn right, because I am doing another birthday stream this year. Everybody's invited. No.
Okay. Not that crazy. Gotcha.
I guess I should add too. Like, let's say I'm with a friend and they put on an episode, and I really like it. At that point, then I'd be compelled to see the rest. So I'm just saying that, my interest is not there, is what I'm saying. But that doesn't mean that I can't end up liking it if I do watch it.
Oh no, completely understandable. Same here. Like my interest isn't there for it either, because again, like the one anime that I always go back to that I like the most is Ninja Scroll. Like that's my favorite anime, and there has not been one that has ever touched it. Right?
This ain't gonna be close to Ninja Scrolls, bro. This is not even gonna be close to Ninja Scrolls. Okay.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
We're getting close to Pokemon right now, I think.
Damn, Coke
That's interesting that you mentioned that, Anzo, the Ninja Scroll, because I did see that. Because there was a time when there was a sea of them that I saw, like Ninja Scroll, Akira, Ghost in the Shell. So like there was a bunch of. Yeah. Yes. So I don't know, like if and when I do watch it, I don't know if I'm gonna have the reaction to it that I had with those particular anime movies and shows, but it's possible.
You see, me, I wasn't a big fan of Ghost in the Shell or anything else that came after Ninja Scroll. And my friend, him and his boy, they used to have this video store, anime video store, right, where you could just go and rent all these videos. So I seen a lot of them, ones I can't even fucking remember their names, and they just never did it for me. The only one that I really ever liked was Ninja Scroll. So I'm gonna watch them. I mean, whatever the episodes are, 12 minutes, even if they're 30 minutes, I'll give them a try. But how did I not watch?
How did you not like Ghost in a Shell, man?
What's the?
I figured the main character would have caught in your eye.
Charlize Theron, come on.
Didn't appeal to me.
What's the rating on the series?
I'm trying to look that up right now. I don't see it.
It's probably G or PG.
Because the reason why I'm asking is I figured it'd be like somewhere in the G to
PG-13, right?
But it's like one of the things that that got to me about certain animes was, of course, the animation style. That appealed to me more than your what you would get America with their cartoons most of the time. So the way the characters are drawn, and then a lot of the storylines tend to be more mature too. And the violence was depicted in a certain way with the blood and the limbs getting cut off and stuff like that. So that's why I was curious, because if it's leaning more towards that, then I can maybe see myself getting into it faster. If not, then it probably would have to come down to whatever stories that they're telling.
Well, you have to remember this, Terrence, when you take account of this when you're watching the show, that cartoons is different per culture, because American style cartoons and anime is considered Japanese style cartoons, and their culture is totally different. About 80% of the population reads anime comic cartoon books. As we call it, comic books. 80% of the population. Less than 8% of the adult population here recreationally reads comic books out in the public but it's totally different. So you got to remember, their style of animation is going to be totally different than what we're used to seeing. So you should take that into account when you watch it.
Also,
I perfectly understand that there's a cultural difference. In fact, I have to explain to humans all the time the difference between cartoons and animes. They're not the same.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to explain to you.
They have some similarities, but they're not the same. So like I do understand. It's just more of like whatever the person's expectations are for it, I guess will determine if they're really going to enjoy it or not, like how much they're open to something new within the Star Wars lore. And I hope it works out. I hope that, humans watch it and like it and, hear good things and my friends try to get me on it. Like that'd be cool.
All right. And Danny, you were going to say something?
No, I was just listening. I said it first. I'm excited for it. I hope that this is very popular. And I hope that it will motivate somebody or stimulate somebody to do something with Dragon Ball Z, which Disney has the rights for. Hopefully they'll dust it off, get a hot director to do it. And
when did Disney get Dragon Ball Z? What?
They had the rights.
You woke him up.
Wow. Are you serious?
Yeah.
You woke him up.
Look at his face. He's
I'll be right back.
He's in shock.
He's got coke eyes.
So we will get on to the third. Go ahead, Terrence. Sorry. Go ahead, Eli. Yeah, go ahead.
King David asking chat, what is Visions? I'm not sure if he's joking or running.
I just told him.
Okay, sorry.
No.
Yeah, but in true.
Go ahead, Terrence and JJ. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Terrence.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's telling you to go, JJ, so go ahead, JJ.
Oh. I'm just hoping, another thing I meant to mention when I was going through my little verbal vomit, I hope in some form of true anime fashion, man, we see some arms flying off and legs getting cut off, maybe a head or two. We got, I've seen a lot of lightsabers, great, but I want to see some anime damage too.
Facts. I agree.
This is something we don't get in the movie universe. Yeah, we get a hand cut off maybe, and we got Dooku's head cut off, but we didn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to. Wow. Okay. Wow. That was nothing either because they only didn't show the physical.
Yeah, they just showed like
that he got cut in half, right. And then falling down the shaft, he's fading away, so you don't get that gruesome detail of it. No, okay, if this goes in true anime style, which I'm hoping it is, we'll see some blood and guts coming in this thing, man. And to me, that would be awesome because that's something that's been sorely missed. That kind of detail out of the franchise.
But the lightsaber generates heat and that cauterizes wounds. That's why you didn't see blood squirting out of Luke's hand when it got cut off.
No, but you saw blood from Maul if you look close enough.
Yeah, you do. You do see some blood spurt up. Yeah, it turns kind of red, and you see blood come up a bit. Yeah. Aubrey James said the greatest anime movie is Alita: Battle Angel. In fact, that movie was fire.
I ain't seen that one either.
Yeah,
that movie was badass.
Yeah, I love that one.
Not yet.
I don't know. It's one of the recent films with a female lead that I think is top tier because a lot of them are very generic and there's a lot of trash in there and it just kind of messing up the characters. Like Alita is definitely a top tier. Like that's highly recommended by me. But what I was gonna say was that in relation to LDG's concern with Disney having Dragon Ball Z, like I heard that they got it a little while back, and you know, I kind of, it's one of those things where I want to see what they do, but there is a concern that you know, that maybe they'll put way too much humor or the violence will be toned down or something. Like there's so many areas in which they could mess it up. Like I understand that based on me having seen like everything in relation to that, because it does get pretty mature and violent and characters getting exploded and things like that. So I think
Okay, I just confirmed
if they
it.
do something, I need to see first.
Disney does not own Dragon Ball. Don't you ever do that to me again. Oh my God, I almost wanted to quit life. Disney does not own Dragon Ball. Funimation still owns the right. Tommy,
hold on.
I did hear.
They own the
Go ahead,
rights.
So that's not official
They
because I did hear
they own
that
the rights to
they
do
were
a
connected.
live action if they want to. They don't own the actual
yes,
property.
a live action movie. That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's
Okay,
it.
that's what
That's
what
all.
I'm saying.
They don't own. No. But you said they own Dragon Ball. Okay. Do you see the difference in that, Poison? Yeah.
No,
they don't own Dragon Ball.
You about to have a fucking heart attack about
yes, I was about to have a heart attack because I don't want Disney fucking up Dragon Ball, okay? I'm kissing good shit goodbye. I already kissed Mortal Kombat goodbye. I almost had a heart attack over that, how shit that was. To lose Dragon Ball, I'm done.
I got you. It's just, like I said, I heard some things and Disney and DBZ being related, so I didn't know all the details, but if I see something, if I see a film and the trailer is promoting, like, let's say, Chi-Chi and Bulma way more than like Goku and Vegeta, at that point, that would piss me off because then I would already know that they fucking ruined it.
All right.
I've lost hope for any real life Dragon Ball movie. I'm just going to stick with the anime, manga.
And I froze again.
Anime.
And I froze again. Damn it.
And topic number 3 is Doctor Strange 2 is bonkers.
LDG's gonna like this one.
Benedict Cumberbatch will soon be hurtled into the multiverse of madness in upcoming Doctor Strange sequel, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. And the actor has now heaped praise onto director Sam Raimi. Though he remains tight-lipped when it comes to any potential spoilers, Cumberbatch was able to tease the scope suggested by the movie's title. I will say Sam Raimi is a master of this genre. And yet his presence, his friendship, his directing, all of it, it was just really, really brilliant. And an amazing, amazing cast of returning regulars. And that's all I can say, because that can get me into trouble. It's pretty bonkers. I will say the clue is in the title. It is the Multiverse of Madness. It's pretty far out. What do you think will happen in this movie, and are you excited for it? Whoever wants to start can go. JJ is just ahead now, but
I think it's gonna be wow. I think it's gonna be all right.
What do you think is going to happen?
I don't know.
Of course, you would say that, LG.
If it's anything like, I think we were on the stream together that time, Nzo, when they were talking about how they think the new Spider-Man is going to be and all the shit Doctor Strange is doing and his involvement in that. If it's going to be anything along the lines of that, then it's going to be something we never saw before. And I think it's going to be something we never saw before. I think we're going to see, of course, Scarlet Witch in the Dark Hole. We're going to see some other cosmic beings that we've heard of. I think I've heard of something about maybe Doctor Strange love interest being in there. I think we're going to see people that we might, I don't think we're going to see Black Widow. We might have would have seen it, but she did something here.
Yeah,
we probably may see. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Iron Man, Captain America, all the good stuff. They might even try and tie what if things that we see in there. So I think it's going to be something that's wild and crazy, and we ain't never seen it before, and that kind of excites me a little bit.
All right, LDG. Let me hear you now. Are you there? All right. Next up, JJ. What do you think?
Personally, with the Multiverse of Madness coming out, it's not going to be one of your normal movies. I'm not going to put much stock into it. I'm just going to watch it and make my judgment then. Other than that, that's I can just wait for the movie to come out. I don't really have no say on the subject.
All right,
I'm keeping it simple.
Okay. What's her name? Elizabeth. She said that. Olsen, thank you. She said, "quote It's a bonkers movie," and Benedict Cumberbatch said that it's pretty bonkers, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a troll. You guys realize what the word bonkers means? It's a synonym for mad, craziness. This is what Multiverse of Madness is. It's a bonkers movie. Yep. It's a madness movie. It's a troll statement. They want to get up hype for this movie, which they are doing very successfully, by the way. They want to get up hype for this movie. It's a troll. That's all they're doing right now. Because we know that Olsen, she does not do spoilers. We know Benedict does not do spoilers. They both respect the NDA. They would never say anything. They're not Tobey Maguire. They're not going to speak about this. I mean, Sam Raimi doing this, basically speaking of Tobey Maguire.
Not Tobey, you mean the other guy.
Yeah, Tom Holland. Yeah.
Tom Holland.
Yeah, he's not Tom Holland. Yeah,
they say exactly what they're allowed to say.
Yeah, they're told key words to say. Like when we got 12 for WandaVision, when he said, yeah, it's going to be somebody I always wanted to work with. Yeah, he wanted to work with himself because an actor always wants to work with themselves because they're acting their character down perfect instead of using a mirror or a camera. They would love to work with themselves. Like I even said, Tobey Maguire. Sam Raimi, if you guys remember, he directed Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. Mm-hmm. And he knows what Tobey can do. He knows his back problems. He knows his stunt problems. He knows what he can do with stunt stuff. So if this is going to be Tobey with Sam, yeah, this is really going to be bonkers because Tobey can do so much with his back right now with his age and all those special effects and stunts. So if he's talking about bonkers as a troll, it's a troll. If he's talking about the special effects, yeah, maybe. But a little bit of both. But I still think this is a major troll.
Okay. Terrence, what do you think?
This movie is directed by Sam Raimi, correct?
Yes.
Evil Dead.
Okay, so with that, you know, for me, Spider-Man 2 is one of the best comic book movies I've ever seen. And I think substance-wise, it's better than 99% of the MCU movies. The problem that is very consistent with the MCU is that their villains suck most of the time. You know,
right.
Like their heroes are better than their villains by far. It's the heroes that make that universe great, not their villains. So I want to see Doctor Strange, with all his craziness, have some form of substance. I don't want it to be a movie where it's like, look who it is, or remember this character, and it's just doing it just to get a reaction out of us, but it doesn't have any meaning. I don't want to see Scarlet Witch upstaging Doctor Strange in his own movie. I don't want to see, something written in there where they took the House of M storyline and stretched it like 10,000 miles. I don't want to see that. So if they can do substance and anything and everything that they show us has some deep meaning, and throughout the whole film, it's really good and not like all over the place, like say something like Endgame. I think that we can get not only a great movie, but something that's even better than that, because it's not about how many characters you put in your movie, how long your movie is. It's about your storytelling in relation to whatever characters that you're using. That's going to help your movie stand out in a time where we're getting tons of movies and shows, you know? So that's what I want for the film. And I think that that's possible, which is why I'm excited to see it, because of the possibilities that it could reach that greatness. It's very likely. And it could be something where, regardless of my expectations or the expectations of others, or even a lack thereof, it could be very surprising in that sense. Like, wow, like, look at what they've done. And imagine if we get that for 2 hours straight, you know, because you know, like how humans, they like to spoil shit. Imagine if you have 2 hours of a movie where you're not even sure what to tell someone, like what you want to focus on, because there's so much greatness throughout. So I want the best for that film, and I'm very excited for what it could be.
Got you. And do you guys think, or do you guys have faith in Sam Raimi? LDG, you're back. Okay, go ahead. Speak, LDG.
Yep,
what do you think?
Mic issue there.
I gotta hear.
I'll tell you the first thing I want, and it's the only thing I wanted in WandaVision that we didn't get, which I'm afraid we might not get that much. What I want to see in Doctor Strange is Doctor freaking Strange. Okay, I want some Doctor Strange. I don't want no bullshit freaking Feige, against the white man. only showing off Wanda 24/7. I want freaking Doctor Strange. I want to see, the magic. I want to see all of that stuff, dude. I'm telling
Cocaine
you.
is a hell of a drug.
No, seriously though, as far as the multiverse of madness is concerned,
that's pretty epic. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
You like that shit? Anywho, I do want to see something with the multiverse. I want to see him jumping back and forth. I want to see a lot of fast things happening. Him jumping through, most likely some kind of chase, whether he's being chased or he's chasing something. I do want to see Wanda. Okay, it's not like I don't want to see Wanda. I just don't want her to be the main. I don't want Doctor Strange to be the second character in his own movie. And that's what I am deathly afraid is going to happen. And maybe they're just going to show him getting tossed between realities, but it's going to be Wanda, just like we got in He-Man, right? Like He-Man was in it, but then something happened, and then all we got was Tila.
I'll talk about the movie, not the cartoon.
Yeah, so I don't want to see Doctor Strange for a minute, and then it be Wanda. Okay, no. I hope Kang's in it. I hope that this is a whole thing about chasing Kang down the multiverse and somehow trying to take care of the mess that Loki, female Loki, created by killing Kang, which made no sense. I want to see a lot of I want to see a lot of visual effects. I want to see something that has a little bit of trigonometry in it. Right, I want to be able to keep up, have a connection with the show, because this is it. This is my end game. I'm very hyped for this movie, and I'm just afraid with Feige rewriting the laws of physics of entertainment right now. I'm afraid it's going to get completely shat on. So we'll see from there. And I wouldn't also mind that this is the perfect movie to do a lot of tie-ins. Like for instance, all the movies that are coming out right now, like Spider-Man and all the other ones, I'm hoping that they have one scene that they produced while making those movies that ties into the multiverse, like him going through all these different dimensions or whatnot.
That's
especially when it comes to Spider-Man. So we'll see. I'm hoping. I am truly hoping. This is it, though. This is the last thing. I don't give an S about anything else coming out between now and the multiverse of madness. I took a big blow. I'm gushing from the veins after the shit show they gave us with WandaVision and completely ruined it. Followed up by the what the F did I just see in Loki? I think they are trolling. Okay, they found out trolling makes money. Okay, that's how you make a show that's crap get a lot of views. WandaVision proved this. Okay, they are going to be trolling the living hell out of us, and it's all going to come down to, you know what? I'm just going to cross my fingers and wait till the movie actually comes out. And God help Feige if he fucks this one up.
Did you ever look at the statistics for WandaVision per episode, not just the season of viewers? Did it actually decrease per episodes from 1 to 6, or did it actually increase? Or did they say the same?
I believe it increased, dude. My viewership, and Nzo is with me on this one. Our viewers for those watch parties.
No, I'm not talking about the watch parties. I'm talking about the actual TV show. I'm talking about the actual TV show WandaVision. The first episode.
I'm talking about the watch parties for the TV show.
No, not YouTube, LDG. The physical analytics for the show from Disney Plus.
Yeah, was the second episode less viewers than the first?
LDG is trying to make a correlation with the fact that our numbers went down during the watch parties to the numbers.
They went up.
Well, yeah, they went up.
Ours went up.
And then
6,000 live views I had on episode. I think that was episode 7. I went from 500 to 1,000 to 3,000 to 6,000 live viewers. And I got 300 subs, and I had 6,000 people watching me live by episode 7 of WandaVision.
Well, you always said back up your facts with facts. I'm like, can you actually prove that episode 2 got less views than episode 1 and the viewership went down per episode? I'm just
telling you what the numbers. Yeah, I can back you up with the numbers of my watch parties.
No, I'm talking about the actual WandaVision episode
from Disney Plus.
But if they're watching the episodes, I'm telling you, I can correlate those with people who are watching the watch parties.
That's only your channel, dude.
Okay, so in relation to that, from what I've noticed between WandaVision, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Loki, is that the ratings are always up and down. like you had your core individuals, which was a lot, but it seemed to be whenever something would happen on any of the respective shows and the episodes, and then when humans would talk about it, the next episode would get more viewers. So that's kind of how the workings was with those three shows, is that the conversation would determine how many would come for the next one, aside from the ones that were already there, which is interesting.
Yes, but LDG is only pointing out his channel as one specific example. And I'm talking about the actual Disney Plus
as one specific example.
Right.
I don't know the numbers.
I'm only speaking on the
they're not going to give us the numbers.
Disney Plus stuff. I don't know what was happening on LDG's channel, but
it's just.
I can only tell you my numbers, dude. They're not releasing numbers on the streaming services.
Yeah,
at least last time I heard, they're not.
You can have 6,000 views during your live watch party. One person can have 23 views during the live watch party. I want to know what Disney Plus.
But you're not taking. Yeah, I get that, but you got to take what I say and take from it what is valuable. That is something. A channel that can get 6,000 live views for a watch party for a specific episode. That's something. That's telling you people are wanting to see it.
But what differentiates
the numbers only
your
skyrocketed.
channel? What differentiates your channel from what live watch for somebody else who gets 24 views? That's the thing.
Because I knew how to do yours. Ask Nzo. I figured out how to do the key terms.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's one specific YouTube channel. I want to talk about the Disney Plus episodes, viewership as well. Did actually increase episode 2 or episode 3?
Numbers. Right, you'd have to.
My numbers kept constantly going up.
Otherwise, you could just say
unlike Falcon and the Winter Soldier, where my numbers went down. Right, Falcon, my numbers kept going down.
Okay,
Wanda, they went up.
For me, from based off what I said, right? Like Grace Randolph, her YouTube channel, right? She's one of the few humans on the entire platform that consistently will break down the numbers for TV shows and movies per week, right? So based off of that, there are the differences of the word of mouth of what's going on. When a character shows up, or the potential of a character, that's when the numbers fluctuate. Like especially with WandaVision, when it was like the whole Mephisto or Nightmare and all these things, it would spike. And then when those characters didn't show up, it would drop back to, what it was initially, which was still high. So the fluctuations were always really interesting per show. So all of them had their levels of success, but I feel like aside from them being the MCU shows, the conversations is what ultimately drove a lot of traffic when all three shows were at their highest point.
And my last... Go ahead, LDG. Finish up.
No, I was going to say, he's absolutely right. They trolled it all. Like they were saying, we're going to see this or we're going to see that. Look what happened with Falcon Winter Soldier. They didn't get half the numbers that WandaVision did. Look at Loki, right? Everybody was speculating. Everybody was speculating that
people said it.
Okay. Shh. Okay, look at Loki. When they were freaking saying that we were going to see, we thought female Loki was Black Widow, right? That we were going to see variants. We were going to see different, timelines. That was all getting people to come watch it because they didn't know what was going to happen next. But time and time again, we find out that they set up the pins for a strike and then just give us a complete gutter ball for an ending. So I just hope they don't do the same for this movie.
LDG, what you just said is what you're repeating what other people said. Marvel Studios never said anything about what you just said. It's other people are saying that. Marvel Studios didn't say jack about that. It's other people repeating this.
So my next question is, do you guys have faith that Sam Raimi will put out a good product?
No.
JJ said no.
I said no just for, look what we got for Spider-Man 3.
Okay. Spider-Man 3, but a lot of it says that it was studio that interfered in that movie. So, and
same
then
thing here though. It's going to be the person who has it doesn't matter who the director is anymore. It's all about the showrunner, who's holding the purse strings, who's the person in charge calling the shots. That doesn't necessarily mean it's the director. I know it should be, but it isn't.
Raimi is supposed to have full authority over this movie.
Raimi could have, if that's true, then I hope so. But look at what happened to The Matrix. what happened to Spider-Man 3, what happened to WandaVision. Other people were calling the shots instead of the people that needed to do their jobs. And it's going to come down to that.
That's a complicated question because Kevin Feige will pick any individuals that he thinks will be good for the project. It comes down to the casting, the directors, and so on. So while the directors do have a lot of freedom, when you look at the whole pie, you can't fall outside of what he wants, like the bigger picture. You have to work within a certain vicinity, which does allow freedom. But once you hit that wall, Master Feige will come in like, hey, no, this got to connect to this or whatever. And then you can do your stuff. So I don't know how much freedom he's given him and what their plans are and how that's going to lead into the next 10 years. But I'm curious to see what they do because, again, the potential for greatness is there, but it will always, no matter what, no matter who's there, would always come down to execution. And the substance is very important. I know that, we can be distracted by look who it is or the special effects, but the story is going to be the defining point of this movie, I think.
Well, anything in the script that alters the character or the storyline has to go through Feige. But if a change in word or lining, the director has call on the spot about that. I know that for a fact.
Well, what he usually does is he lets the directors do their story, the writers and directors do their story, as long as they follow the guidelines. What do you think, Donnie? You think he's going to do a good job?
I think he'll be decent. I think Sam Raimi is a very competent director. So I think he has a proven track record. I think Kevin Feige lets people do what they need to do, like you said, as long as they stay within the lines. So I think he gives them a little bit of freedom to kind of to navigate and do what they're gonna do. So I don't think he's gonna fuck it up. It may not be just to my liking, but I think it's gonna be a competent movie.
Yeah, I think he's going to do a good job. I like the first Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2 is the best Spider-Man movie. So I actually have faith that he's going to do a good job on it.
There's even parts of Spider-Man 3 I like. I just didn't like the Venom. Most people don't like the Venom and they don't like the dancing part in there. But other than that, you take those two parts out of the movie, and I think a lot of people still like Spider-Man 3.
It's pretty decent.
I just hope he does not pull another Oz and have a big old flop out of this. Yeah, that was like the Great and Powerful Oz. He directed the last Oz movie with what's his name? James Franco. Yeah. And that turned out to be the trailer. Was like, yes, it looks wonderful, and just totally bombed the theaters.
Hey, I'm gonna put on my nerd hat. Visually, that thing was on point.
Yes,
I own that movie. Yeah,
facts.
Yeah, but the storyline itself, yes. But the storyline.
When she turned, that girl turned to the Wicked Witch. That shit real, man.
I hope he learned from Spider-Man 3 because that movie has way too many problems. Like when I was a kid, when I went from Spider-Man to Spider-Man 2, it got better. It got infinitely worse with the third movie. It's not just Venom. It's not just that goofy ass dance scene. It's the handling of the villains, the handling of Peter. It all got worse. It was like, how did you go from the top and jump off a building and kill yourself? How did that happen? What is this, right? And then you find out it's the studio interference and stuff. But I'm like, as long as you take that and learn from it, he should be fine. Because when he's great, he's great. But to me, that was a terrible low. And it's like, all creators can have their low moments and mistakes. The point is that you learn from them. And not only do I think that he's learned from that, at least that's my hope, is that you also have Kevin Feige there, to try to navigate him, even if he tries to steer that direction. Hey, Sam, I said you could play in the park freely, do your thing, but like hey, calm down and do this, So I think that extra guidance and, like I said, the planning of everything it's much more likely that he's going to stay in line with the stuff that we do like about him as a creator versus, the negative shit. So
Marvel will keep him in check. The MCU, Kevin Feige
yeah.
will keep him in check and make sure that he gets the vision out the way it's supposed to be. Now we have one more topic before we close it up here tonight, guys. I got a bonus one here, and it says MCU brings back Kingsley. Now, Sir Ben Kingsley might soon be seen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in Shang-Chi and the Legends of the Ten Rings. Previously, the prolific actor made his debut in the MCU as the Mandarin in 2013's Iron Man 3, a role that earned him a Saturn Award for Best Supporting Actor. Really? Okay, I don't even know what the Saturn Award is, but okay. After Kingsley recently appeared at the red carpet premiere of Shang-Chi, the actor officially confirmed his involvement in a chat with E.T. Do you want to see Ben Kingsley back in the MCU? Do you even think that him pretending to be the Mandarin should be addressed at all in this movie? Whoever wants to go first can go first.
A Saturn Award is an annual award given by the Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Horror Films.
Oh, okay.
Oh
so
shit!
A useless award, basically. Got it.
it's very useless. Like if I may go first, Anzo.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm thinking about Iron Man 3, man, and it's like, the movie as a movie is okay, but if you look at it as a comic book movie, it is so disrespectful, it makes no sense. I have never seen in my life that you have something with the character, because Ben Kingsley, when he was introduced as the Mandarin, while it wasn't really comic book accurate, there was still a badassness about it. And then it turns out to be an actor, right? They go that goofy route. They have War Machine comments on it to make it worse, to show you that they don't give a fuck about the character. And then in the end, you just had a white guy with tattoos, and then now he's the Mandarin, but he's the real one. So it shocked me in a way that hasn't happened with any other comic book movie, with how stupid that was. I haven't had that reaction since with any other comic book movie, and not even before that. So I think that if he's truly in there, like say more than 2 minutes, I would absolutely stand up and cheer if the real Mandarin like goes into like his prison, wherever he's locked up, and fucking snaps his neck for disrespecting the mantle of the Mandarin, because the real Mandarin would do that anyway. Now, if that doesn't fall in line with the plot of the movie, that's fine. But as I'm just saying, for me, for my appreciation of how badass the real Mandarin is, which looks like they're going to do in this movie, with something so goofy and disrespectful, I feel like the way to kind of save that in a way would have him get snapped out. Because imagine if he's in that movie and he has that voice that he does, and he's being silly and he's like nodding off and making these corny jokes, and it's like, for what? Like, what's the point of him being there when that caused backlash to begin with? Like, why would you do that? You know what I mean? So the actor Ben Kingsley, he's a great actor. I like him. It's just I didn't like the character he was playing, at least what it turned into. So I feel like if he's in there and the movie is great, that's not going to make it bad just by him being in there. It just will remind me of something that's stupid and goofy and disrespectful, and I would prefer that he get his shit wrecked, because that's realistically what would happen.
Gotcha. Danny, go ahead.
I think if they let him play the Mandarin that we thought he was going to be at the first, maybe in an alternate universe, I think that would be hot, because Ben Kingsley is an awesome actor, and he has the chops to do it. That goofy Mandarin shit, no, I don't ever want to see that again. I agree with Anzo. His neck should be broken. But if he goes to an alternate universe and we see him play the real Mandarin, like he was playing that, like we was led to believe the first part of Iron Man 3, I think that'd be hot. I want to see him be that mean and cold and calculative and just blowing shit up and that kind of stuff. I wouldn't mind see that. I think he can pull that off. So they do that.
Holy shit!
What's up?
What?
No, I'm sorry. I just thought about like, cause you know the stuff that's going on in Afghanistan. If they would have went with how they portrayed him at first, and then you kind of look at what's going on today, it would have had an even bigger impact later on. Like just because it would have felt so real in that way. So that's unfortunate. Actually, that's a wasted opportunity.
Yeah, for real. Go ahead, Danny. Finish up.
Yeah, like I said, in a multiverse, in a different multiverse, they show him being that mean and dictator like agenda. I wouldn't mind seeing that, but if he's gonna come back just to play the goofy Mandarin, I don't want to see that.
Gotcha. Eli, you had your hand up?
Yes. I know I'm going to say this, but the comic books, if you guys remember, the Mandarin is a master. Not just a master of fighting, he's a master of everything. The Mandarin is the DC's version of Ra's al Ghul. He's a master of everything. It could have been another little backstory, like they did with Quentin Beck and Spider-Man. It could have been a little backstory that, hey, he hears about this evil guy, he wants to get in on this, and he wants to play the Saw version of this and go right into full character and just be full method in this whole thing and be in the inside and be the backstory, push this bad guy to force Iron Man to find out who is this Iron Man, who's this Tony Stark guy really all about. It could have been that. He could have been actually playing the fool the whole time. Because we don't know what happened to his character at the end of that movie.
Hold on, Danny got to bounce. Danny, tell the people about your channel one time real quick. Sorry, Eli, it's not your fault.
Hey, I'm Danny AK Comic Chat. Thank you for having me on the show. I will stay the whole time, but I have half the pack. I got to be out of town for the next few days. Show was fantastic, Gonzo. Thank you for inviting me. Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch me on my show, Chaotic Conversation. Look forward to seeing y'all on Sunday with the What If. That comes on tonight, don't it? Damn. I'm going to catch that tomorrow.
Oh, shit, it is tonight?
Yeah.
Hey,
so,
yeah.
Like, come on, Wednesday nights, don't it? Wednesday?
Yeah. I thought it was.
But,
I thought it was Thursday. It's tonight. God damn it.
What If is Thursday?
Yeah.
Be safe, Danny.
All right. I'll talk to y'all Sunday. Later.
Yeah,
Well,
peace
right.
out, Danny.
Yep.
Stargirls tonight.
Yeah. So
Okay,
so is
so
the
Stargirl's
Superman
tonight.
Lois
Okay.
season
Yes.
finale.
So
Yes.
it's tomorrow then.
Yes.
Okay.
What If is tomorrow?
Okay. Yeah, right. Tomorrow, which goes into Thursday.
Yeah.
All right. So finish up, Elihu.
Okay. We don't know what happened to his character in Iron Man 3. So he could have just been playing the ultimate Saw version and be totally method. It's like, okay, I'm in this thing. I'm observing this. I'm helping this other bad guy try to defeat Iron Man and find out who exactly Iron Man is, because he's a planner. He thinks. He learns from everybody. He watches you. It could have been a whole play on play of the thing. So I will expect them to actually say yes and kind of reference back like they do with Quentin Beck in the Spider-Man movie, how the bar thing they inserted Quentin Beck as like Barf, like in the movie, like his whole thing, and they had the laugh track. They might just do something like that, and if they do, I'm like, okay, it actually does make sense why he was all methody and behind the scenes and everything, and why he was not really the real Mandarin, but he just gave the idea to the bad guy. That's why I think he's going to end up doing it. If they want to do this correctly, that's my opinion on how they should do this. Not just throw him in and say, "Hi, this is the real Mandarin," and just totally ignore Iron Man 3 fake Mandarin guy.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
I get that. I think if they do that, that will get me to have one of those arm crossing moments, because I'm like, that will only be a result of them responding to the backlash and them trying to weave it in. Like, see, this was our master plan the whole time. I'm like, no, it wasn't, because if everybody loved it, we wouldn't be getting the one that's in Shang-Chi. So I don't trust them to be that clever with it in the way that you described it, even though I'm like, I could see that, but I don't really want them to do it like that.
Got you. JJ, what do you think?
I'd have to agree with Terrence on this one. I don't believe they should bring him back as the Mandarin, because just for the simple fact of the way he was portrayed in Iron Man 3. Because, see, even though I'm not a book person, comics or anything like that, I do know who the Mandarin is. And when I saw Kingsley as the role, I'm like, holy shit, that is awesome. But now he's just drunken porn
Joke,
expert.
right.
You know, it's like, what, really?
Are you sure
Come
he
on.
didn't have that all set up, or he just didn't have it turned on when Tony was coming in the room?
Listen. I have no clue. You may be right on that, but even if that's what they end up doing with this, there's going to be a lot of unhappy people out there because I know a lot of people did not like Kingsley as the supposed counterfeit Mandarin. You know, I'm not a comics person. You know, these movies are my comics, and when I saw that, I was thoroughly disappointed in it because he played that ruthless killer you don't want to fuck with, and then come to find out he's a fucking actor. No, no. Bring him into something else, not the Mandarin. No.
Right. Not to mention that second thing that happened with Aldrich Gideon, and that was supposed to be another like, this is great, right, guys? I'm like, nah, it's not.
And didn't he say I'm the real Mandarin too? Like,
yes, when he had his shirt off and he had like some dragon tattoos, almost like they thought that was the most clever thing. Dragons, Shang-Chi, Mandarin, I'm the man. Like, it just the way it was set up, you could tell somebody in that creative room thought we were gonna love the hell out of that, from the blatantness to the subtleties. I'm like, I get what you guys tried to do, but how about you just do the character right? Stop doing that.
Yeah, it didn't work at all. LD, what do you have to say? You haven't said anything.
Am I muted? Here we go. Yo.
Yeah, you're good.
I have little interest in this particular topic. I'm just hoping, you know, I've always wanted to see the Mandarin and the whole 10 rings. My thoughts on how they currently changed a couple details about him. I'm not exactly too hyped about, but I'm gonna wait until I actually watch it. As far as the actor is concerned, I don't have any interest or care or anything about it.
I feel you. To be honest with you, me too. I'm not really. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I could care less about the Mandarin. And that's why I asked, do you even think they should mention it? And I'm like, if they don't mention it, I don't give a shit, because it really doesn't mean anything to me what they did in the movie. So I think they could just leave it out. But I guess they want to wrap it up. Maybe it's like Terrence said, he goes in there and snaps his neck. It's Disney and Marvel, so we know that's not going to happen. But at least I would like to see that shit. That's what I want to see.
I only went that way, man, because at the time when they were releasing the Blu-rays and DVDs, they had those like little one-shot things, like they were like 12 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And they had the one with. Oh,
you never seen them?
No, I'm sorry. I talk about Da Vinci. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say I hope they've seen them by now, but yeah, they had one with Ben Kingsley's Mandarin, and you know, you hear like an explosion, and then the guy comes in and he's like, yeah, that's right, I'm with the real 10 rings, and you fucked up. Like, that was basically the conversation. So it cut to black, and I was like, okay, so you got the real Mandarin. I don't know why you didn't do that at first. So it was implied that like he came in and snapped his shit up.
Yeah,
that's what
yeah, that, and that's what I'm saying. So if they had implied that, or maybe they'll show that, right? They show him coming in and what happens as a cutscene or something like that, where they do snap him up. I'm fine with that, but I don't want to see the character anymore. I didn't find it funny when he was drunk, and I didn't find the twist good at all, man, at all. So. You can keep it out of there.
I put something in the private chat. I forgot to mention the last question.
Yeah, go ahead. Say it.
Yeah, I forgot to mention I put it in the last chat, but I'll tell everybody. For the last question, Doctor Strange is supposed to be fighting the Abomination. Not any Abomination, but the Edward Norton's Incredible Hulk's Abomination in the Multiverse of Madness. He's supposed to be fighting him. This rumor has not been confirmed yet, but there's like 99% chance it's true.
Well, Abomination's in Shang-Chi already, so it's not a far
fetch.
Yeah, but this is Edward Norton's Incredible Hulk Abomination.
Yeah, yes, and that's
what it's supposed to be.
He's still in the MCU.
Yeah,
he was in Phase 1, so it's like, Like it's been like what 10 years, right? So now he looks more comic book accurate. You know, they have to explain some stuff. It's probably going to be like his you know, the whole exposure to the gamma and everything. Maybe he kind of changes slowly over time, right? And then that's kind of how he gets, you know, the appearance more like the comics. And in terms of him being in, I don't know where that cage fight is supposed to be taking place, but if it's out of the jurisdiction of Ross,
New York.
Okay, New York. Okay, so if there's like some kind of like gray area that's there where certain places are off limits for Ross, I could see maybe him going to certain places to hide because he can't like revert back like how we see, you know, Hulk can go back to Bruce Banner kind of thing. So
Blonsky can do that.
There has to be some sort of narrative reason as to why, you know, he's there in that fight club and what's going on and why. I guess why Wong is there as well. Like, so we'll see.
Yeah, and it's gonna be interesting. I'll see it first day. Looks like a movie that I'm gonna hopefully enjoy. The reviews have been off the chain right now, but I mean, like I don't follow that because they said the same thing about Black Widow. They said the same thing about all these movies. Like the first reviews, oh, they're so great, everybody's enjoying the movie. I'll wait till I see it, you know. But with that being said, guys, we are going to go ahead, Terrence. Before I close it
you know, I feel like I might be sad watching Shang-Chi, and not because, you know, the movie being bad or nothing. It's just that Brad Allen, as I mentioned a few times, you know, he was the one that supervised the stunts and the fighting. You know, this man died recently, and he was part of Jackie Chan's stunt team. He was like his protege. And recently on the Shang-Chi premiere, like on the red carpet, Kevin Feige said that, you know, wait, what?
Shang-Chi.
No. Like in the movie, they pronounce it Shang-Chi. Like they said it in the trailer and in the movie itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they actually like when you watch the latest trailer, it says Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and in the recent TV spot, Shang-Chi and his friend, they have a conversation on how to say his name. And she constantly says the other thing, and he's like, "No, it's Shang-Chi." And then she's like, "No, that's
Shang. Okay.
Yeah.
So finish what you're saying, Terrence. Go ahead.
But yeah, so like, you know, he was mentioning that he had plans to work with Brad Allen for a long time, you know, in relation to the fight choreography. And I'm like, man, that's sad because, you know, I grew up watching Brad Allen and Jackie Chan, among other martial artists. So the fact that he won't get to do all the other projects that Kevin Feige had lined up for him is unfortunate, because when it comes to Shang-Chi's character, he's, you know, the master of Kung Fu. So the fighting is going to be special, and it just that's unfortunate. So I'm definitely going to be thinking about that while watching the fight scenes, especially if I enjoy what they're presenting in that film.
Yes,
I feel you.
Sorry,
all right, guys.
Stargirl just dropped. I'm downloading it right now.
What just dropped? Stargirl? Oh. All right. What's up, guys? We're going to close it up. So one more time, we'll go around the panel so you guys can talk about your channels. LDG, you are up first. Talk to the people, sir.
What's going on, everybody? LDG. Again, that's LDG of Geeks Enjoy on YouTube. Check me out, guys. We do the waiting room. If you're not watching any of these fine people or any of your fine subscribers, come hang out in the waiting room. It's the stream between the streams, chilling, hang out, open topics, open panel, hanging out while we wait for someone cooler to jump on YouTube. Also, follow me on Twitter at Geeks Enjoy for my latest tweets, discussions and comments, programs of the day, videos of the day, clips of the day. Trying to push out as much as we can here, trying to promote each other because, you know, I'm tired of us hearing about us rising together, and I actually want to see us rise together. So that's my goal. Thanks for hanging out. Awesome show today, and can't wait for the next one and the next show of What If to see how good it's going to get.
JJ.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JJ. You can find me a little bit everywhere and a whole lot of nowhere. Sunday nights, 5 p.m. Eastern over on Chris Knight's channel for the weekly wrap-up. And then Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern with Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, we do a show called Old School going old school. Damn, here we go again. Going old school. Yeah, shut up, stupid. Going old school retro discussions, talking about stuff from the 70s, 80s, 90s. Back when entertainment was still great. Movies, TV, games, books, comics, toys, music. Back when we enjoyed our entertainment. Also on Tuesday, you find me right here with these fellas every Tuesday. Mostly every Tuesday. And Wednesday, I do a live stream called Random Movie Review. Random Movie Review. For God's sake, someone stop me. This week's movie, we're doing 1989's Batman, Michael Keaton's Batman. Great movie. Me and my co-host Slasher McSplitter combine and see what we got to say about it, because we want to talk some shit about it. We want to talk some good stuff about it. How old movies get. And then sometimes back over on Chris's channel for the Rumble. Great to see everyone. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Thanks for coming. Next up, Terrence.
Oh, hey, what's going on, humans? Terrence here. Yep, you can find me on my channel, T-Virus Terrence, Nzo's channel, Danny's channel. Most of the time, I kind of just pop up randomly. So, I do get different invites, and I appreciate all the enthusiasm and the respect for my presence. Everyone that's within these communities, it's always been pretty pleasant and exciting to talk to all of you, even though I'm not necessarily around as much as, Nzo and others may want me to be. But when I do decide to collaborate, it's always a good time, all the time. So I appreciate that. And because, it's just about fun. Speaking of fun, yep. On T-Virus Terrence, there is a whole lot of fun over there. You just never know what you may get. And, sometimes it can be pretty challenging for certain viewers, as they may not be ready for what they may click on. But, that's all part of the fun. Yep, you just never know, right? So it's one of those things where, what I release on my channel is pretty risky. There's nothing PC about it. It's just pure honesty and passion and excitement. So as long as the human that's on my channel is open-minded and willing to embrace something that maybe they're not used to, especially from a certain perspective, I'm pretty sure they would have fun over on my channel.
Absolutely. Check out everybody's channel here. They're great. Last but not least, Elihu-Who. Tell the people about your channel, sir.
I am Elihu-Who, and I am short English YouTuber because I can be found everywhere and nowhere at the same time. I can also be found, especially on my channel, every Wednesday at 12 noon Pacific with my show called What's Up with the Universe, where I talk astronomy, astrophysics, science. And no LDG, I'm not talking about Uranus because I'm talking about life. I'm talking about life. Where is life in the universe? Where is life? And it's not in or around Uranus because you over white. Okay? I'm going to be talking about the Drake equation. I'm going to be talking about the Drake equation tomorrow. I'm going to simplify it for everybody. And what is the Drake equation? Drake? Francis Drake. He was a mathematician, a physicist. He came up with a formula for the equivalent of life in the galaxy and in the universe itself. I'm going to break it all down. It's a highly complicated mathematical formula, but you'll be able to understand it in 20 minutes. Guaranteed.
Oh, you're dumbing it down for us normal people. Gotcha.
Exactly. And on the 22nd at 9 p.m. Pacific, I am doing a 24-hour birthday stream. Open panel.
Mm-hmm. Nzo, I like to learn, and I feel like I learn stuff every day. But for some reason earlier, man, some human yelled at me when I said the same thing because we were having a conversation about life and comic book characters. And I said, oh, I like to learn. We can learn from each other. And then that human said, fuck you. I don't know why he got upset, but that happened.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, because he was an asshole.
Ignorant.
With that being said, guys, we are going to close it up. Must respect. Eli, you finished, right?
I think so.
All right.
Yeah, I think so.
There we go. Peace, love, and hair grease. See you guys next time. Thank you, everybody that popped into the chat. Much appreciated. Wouldn't be able to do this shit without you. Peace, love, and hair grease. We out.
Crows.
Inevitable. All right, the chaos list. Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. All right, Nzo, here we go. Take N and Z and throw in a O. Nzo's the name, and this is the show. It don't matter what the haters say, cause everybody knows at the end of the day, the chaos list comes on Tuesday nights. Describe it in word, dynamite. He brings fire to all the masses. He rocks a hoodie, a snapback, and a pair of glasses. Chaos list the second show of the week. Questions so fire that they make you speak about issues that are universal. We talk about shit that's controversial. Sit back, chill, enjoy the show. His crew is ready. And here's Nzo. Peace. Woo. Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Chaos List. Do not miss this. I'm going to say that one more time. Do not miss this.